It was a guardian angel driven to help that ultimately helped bring the teen home.
Glowing figures appearing from nowhere, unseen hands pulling people from danger, and miracles no lens can deny. These people, protected by something beyond understanding, are revealing the truth.
It's a blessing. It's a miracle. And I'm learning not to take things for granted.
Call it divine intervention or mystical entities taking charge in their hands. But here are the times when people didn't just capture, but felt the angel's presence in their lives.
Angels. There's an angel here.
Inside a quiet museum, the camera caught something wild. A transparent figure was just standing there, like it was soaking in the beauty of a painting. Classy ghost, maybe? But then, it got creepy. The figure started moving, gliding across the place like it owned the place. You could actually see its legs. Not blurry, not vague. Actual legs on a see-through body. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking we've got a ghost with a VIP pass. What's next? A poltergeist curating exhibits? Museums just got a whole lot spookier. Shadow surprise.
I'm like fucking scared. There is no one standing there.
A woman was casually reviewing her security footage when something strange caught her eye. On the screen, there was a dark shadow moving along the empty street. Despite no one being there, it wasn't a trick of the light either. This shadow seemed to have a mind of its own. Let me tell you all, it wasn't just an ordinary shadow. It gave off an eerie vibe, making me believe that it must be some spirit or something otherworldly. Whatever it was, it definitely made the lady pause and reconsider what might be lingering in the quiet streets at night.
A silhouette, like a shadow of a person.
Ghost behind.
Happy birthday, Yamao.
A young girl's birthday party in Japan was off to a great start, full of laughter and fun as everyone gathered around to celebrate. But when it came time for her to blow out the candles, something unexpected happened. Initially, no one noticed anything strange, but later, when the girl replayed the footage, her heart skipped a beat. Behind her, while she was blowing out the candles, a creepy face appeared, almost like a spirit watching over the celebration. Now, my big concern is, was this spirit just a hiding guest at the party, or was it influencing the girl's big moment? Well, either way, it's pretty terrifying, guys. Winged spirit.
I watched it for half an hour, and then actually I see it move. That's really I got.
At a gas station in Parma, Ohio, something strange happened that had everyone talking. The security footage showed a glowing, eerie blue figure floating around the station. The station owner was so shocked that he watched the footage for over 30 minutes. And just when he thought his eyes were playing tricks, the figure moved. It floated around for a while before drifting onto a car's windshield and vanishing. Locals couldn't stop talking about it, with some guessing it was a plastic bag, while others swore it was an angel. And yep, they could be right. But what this spirit was doing at a gas station, that's what bothers me the most, guys.
Angels. There's an angel here.
Michigan Angel.
I was just like, whoa! I thought, that's an angel!
A man from Michigan had a truly unbelievable experience when his motion sensor camera snapped a photo of what looked like an angel floating above his truck. Stunned by what he saw, he sent the picture to his pastor, who confirmed, "That's an angel." The man couldn't believe his eyes. The image, with its glowing figure hovering above the truck, left him wondering if he had just witnessed something truly divine. Honestly, it was a moment that completely caught him off guard. He's sharing it with the world in awe.
There's just no way that it's not an angel.
Hiker's surprise.
It looks just like legs walking. There's no chest, there's no head, it's like it's all leg.
Back in 2011, a hiker's trail camera in Vietnam captured something that no one could quite explain. Two strange, leggy figures, known as Fresno nightcrawlers, were seen wandering along the street. Now, these weren't your typical creatures. They had no heads, no arms, just long, thin legs that seemed to float through the air. Their pale bodies glowed softly, casting an eerie light as they moved between the trees, like something straight out of a horror movie. Honestly, I don't know if I believe in these things, but after seeing the footage, I'm definitely skipping any nighttime walks in that area.
This has to be one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen.
Heavenly surprise. So, these kids are pointing out the window, making me think, what's going on? The sky looks so unreal, almost like something out of a movie. Then, as the footage keeps rolling, a winged figure lifts off into the sky. I know, you're all probably screaming, "Angel!" Honestly, same here. The sky's bright orange glow just felt like something big was about to happen. And yep, it sure did. Church spirit. Something wild happened at St. John Brebeuf Church in Niles, and it was all caught on camera. During a quiet ceremony, a bright, glowing light suddenly appeared on the wall, almost like it was shining from above. Now guys, here's something crazy. Literally no one in the church saw it, but the camera did. It caught the light in full view, and many people believe it looked like an angelic figure. Could this be a visit from something heavenly, or just a weird coincidence? Either way, it's got everyone talking. Spirit swap. This clip has made me seriously scared of even passing by a stranger now. I mean, just look at this CCTV footage. A soul was seen leaving the boy's body. But that's not all. Right after, it entered another guy. I can't even wrap my head around why this happened. Maybe the spirit in the boy liked the other guy and decided to try possessing him. Honestly, just thinking about it gives me chills. Imagine walking down the street and seeing something like that. It's enough to make me think twice about who you're standing next to. Guardian angel. One night, a woman was crossing the street when a car came out of nowhere, speeding right toward her. The driver hit the brakes hard, but it looked like the crash was unavoidable. Then something wild happened. In the blink of an eye, the woman was suddenly on the other side of the road, like she had been moved by some invisible force. A nearby CCTV camera caught it all, and just before she vanished, there was a dark shape near her. Both the driver and the woman were left in shock. Was it an angel saving her, or something even stranger? Honestly, I'm not sure I want to know. Unexpected savior. Sometimes ghosts and spirits aren't all bad. Hard to believe, right? But trust me, after you see this, you might just change your mind. A CCTV camera in Seoul, Korea captured a man being followed by someone clearly up to no good. Seconds later, the follower tried to grab the man's backpack. But out of nowhere, a ghostly figure appeared and scared the robber off. The poor guy took off, leaving the man confused. Maybe some spirits are just trying to help. Disappearing duo. Check out this unbelievable moment. A lady and her child were crossing a road when something incredible happened. Out of nowhere, a flash of light appeared, and in the blink of an eye, they were safely across. But hold on, guys. Was this guy some kind of superhero? I mean, how did he move so fast? It doesn't make sense, right? And honestly, this couldn't be just some ordinary person. This might have been a spirit or some supernatural force at work. No human has those kinds of powers. Whatever happened here, it was beyond the ordinary. Fiery angels. A group of campers were enjoying a bonfire on their trip, just relaxing and having fun. But when they reviewed their video later, one of them got a huge shock. A smoky, transparent figure appeared, rising from the fire. At one point, it even looked like it had wings. Now, we all know that only spirits can do something like that, and it sure didn't look friendly. It made me think this could very well be some kind of evil spirit drawn to the fire for its own mysterious, dark purpose. Driver got rescued. A three-wheeler driver was going about his day when, out of the blue, a truck sped through a red light and headed straight toward him with no time to change direction or stop. It seemed like a tricky situation, but just as things looked uncertain, a bright flash lit up the area, and a strange figure appeared by his side. Suddenly, the driver found himself safely on a parallel road, with a mysterious man nearby, making sure he was all right. People claimed he was an unexpected helper. Well, I believe that he might have been a guardian in disguise. Angel message. One evening, a guy was just hanging out on his roof, filming the cloudy sky, when something incredible happened. Out of nowhere, a figure appeared in the clouds. It looked like an angel, totally unbelievable. He couldn't believe his eyes, but there it was, clear as day. Just as the angel spread its wings, the sky lit up with a flash of lightning and a deafening boom of thunder. It almost felt like the angel was sending a message or showing its frustration with humanity. Whatever it was a moment that left him, and probably all of us, speechless. Reflection, or a shadow. On June 14, 2018, a mother was filming her young son riding his bike at the Oldway Mansion in England, which was also a historic property with a lot of stories. But what started as a simple family video turned into something way creepier. As her son pedaled along, Mother spotted something odd in one of the mansion's windows. At first, she thought it was just the reflection, or a shadow, but when she zoomed in, she saw a woman with her hair in a bun. Definitely not someone from their time. Was it a ghost? The mansion's old walls had certainly seen some things, but this was a whole new level of spooky. You definitely want to take a closer look at this one. Spirit orbs. Cemeteries are often seen as eerie places, but sometimes there's more to the story. A groundskeeper working late at a cemetery started noticing strange, glowing orbs floating around the graves. At first, he thought it was just his imagination, but the orbs kept appearing every night. Over time, he began to think they weren't just random lights. I personally believe that these orbs were spirits, lingering a little longer before they could move on. Or maybe they were angels, gently guiding souls through their transition. Well, whatever they were, they definitely added a strange yet peaceful presence to the graveyard. Angelic Sky. A divine being was caught on camera, leaving netizens completely stunned. A man was filming the cloudy sky from his roof when he noticed something massive flying overhead. At first, he thought it was just a big bird, but it wasn't. It was an angel. The winged figure was so large that it blocked the light coming from the clouds. As the footage spread, people couldn't believe what they were seeing. It wasn't just a trick of the camera, it was something extraordinary. And now, it's up to you to decide, are we right in thinking what we're thinking? Canine spooked. Late one night, a dog's frantic barking caught the attention of its owners. Initially, they thought it was just another stray passing by. But nope. This was something way creepier. The CCTV footage showed disembodied legs, yes, just legs, running past their house. And the dog went on full alert right as this happened, proving animals sense things we can't. I personally believe that it's not some coincidence, and honestly, who's sleeping soundly after seeing that? Not me, and probably not the dog either. Disappearing spirit. There's this house in town that everyone says is haunted because of the eerie screams coming from it at night. Well, a few brave souls decided to set up cameras to see if they could catch anything. And guess what they captured? At first, it looked like a figure just vanishing into thin air. But as it got closer to the gate, its body slowly started to appear. Then, just as quickly, it disappeared again into the shadows, out of the camera's reach. Locals are now convinced the place is full of creepy spirits. And me? I'm definitely keeping my distance from that house. Spirit on wait. Some people just can't resist filming everything, even quiet moments like an empty hospital room. But what these people didn't realize was that they had captured something chilling. Standing next to the bed was a tall, dark figure, almost blending into the shadows. It seemed to just linger there, watching. The figure didn't move, and let me tell you guys, its presence was impossible to ignore. Whatever it was, it left the room with a creepy vibe. Honestly, it's enough to make any of you think twice the next time they're near a hospital room. Heavenly orbs.
All I saw was these sort of dancing orbs.
People say spirits aren't spooky shadows, but glowing orbs of energy. These little lights stick around, haunting places they loved. They might be looking for someone new to follow. Just take this local gym, for example. In the daytime, it's a regular place for workouts, but by night, the security cameras show something eerie. Orbs of light were caught swirling and dancing in the dark. At first, the owner thought it was dust, but after experts ruled that out, they admitted there's no solid explanation. Now, I don't know about you all guys, but I am fully convinced that these playful lights are spirits, drawn to the energy of the gym.
Witch lights, reported all over the world, tends to be associated with very powerful haunted sites.
Loyal companion. One evening, a pet owner decided to check his backyard camera footage, expecting nothing unusual. But what he saw was downright spooky. His dog was happily running around, but there was something or someone with him. Another glowing, see-through dog was chasing alongside his dog like they were lifelong pals. The yard was fully secured. I mean, no way another dog could have snuck in. Yet, this ghostly figure moved as if it belonged there. The owner froze, utterly freaked out. I personally believe that his dog was playing with his ghostly buddy, and netizens are also leaning towards my opinion. Rescue went wrong. In 2020, a man named Dondon from the Philippines showed true courage by diving into a river to save a dog in trouble. While the dog was saved, something strange happened soon after. A woman nearby saw a glowing figure appear above the water, bright and human-like, before it vanished into thin air. She wasn't the only witness. Her story was backed by a bystander's recording. Many believe this glowing figure was a spirit, completing its final act of bravery before moving on, leaving behind a moment that felt both incredible and otherworldly. Praying angel. If you think angels are just a myth, this footage might change your mind. While shooting a beautiful Azerbaijan mosque, a cameraman saw the glowing figure appear to be praying, radiating a soft, otherworldly light that immediately captured attention. The footage was recorded on a low-quality phone camera, but it made me believe that it is an angel praying in the mosque. This footage has also sparked endless debates, with some netizens calling it real angel, whether a heavenly presence or something unexplained. This video leaves us questioning what truly happened in that sacred space. Falling angel. A CCTV camera caught a glowing, winged figure falling from the sky and landing on the ground. But just as it touched down, it took off again, disappearing into thin air. Locals who saw the whole thing unfold ran over to check it out, but by the time they got there, the figure was gone. The whole town was convinced it was an angel. And guess what? A nearby CCTV camera had caught the whole jaw-dropping moment. Can you imagine? Proof of something otherworldly just sitting on camera? Yeah, people were freaking out. And honestly, I would have been too. Hampton's secret guard. During the icy winter of 2003, Hampton Court Palace became the stage for some truly strange happenings. For 3 nights straight, the quiet near-clock court was shattered by an unexplained mystery. It started with a heavy fire door swinging wide open, not once, but twice, without a soul nearby to push it. Then came the jaw-dropper. On the second night, security footage captured something no one expected. A shadowy figure, eerily calm, stepping in to close the doors like it owned the place. Dubbed as Skeletor, this ghostly guest quickly became a global sensation. Virgin Mary. "15 years ago, a quiet hill in Tapao, Vietnam, became the focus of something extraordinary. Locals claim to have witnessed the Virgin Mary descending to Earth. At first, many dismissed the story as just another far-fetched tale. But then, a video emerged, turning skeptics into believers. The footage showed a group gathered on the hill, praying in unison. Amid the crowd's quiet devotion, a tall, radiant figure appeared. It looked like a statue from afar, still and serene. But then it moved, proof enough for many that this wasn't an illusion, but something far greater, leaving a lasting sense of awe over the entire town. Ring cam capture. It seemed like just another night, someone strolling through the neighborhood, caught on a homeowner's ring cam. Nothing weird about that, right? But wait, guys, as this guy got closer, his legs started disappearing. Yep, like they were turning into mist. By the time he passed the house, his whole body had vanished, leaving just a faint shadow behind. Spooky, right? The homeowners thought, maybe it's just the camera acting up. But when they asked around, nobody could ID the guy, and guess what? He didn't show up on any other cameras either. Okay, guys, either this was some next-level stealth, or a real ghostly glitch. Gettysburg Horror. If you're near Gettysburg, here's a tip. Don't wander out at night. Yep, a chilling video shows two eerie, shadowy figures running across the road. Definitely not your everyday sight. A man captured this strange moment while driving through Gettysburg with his family. This wasn't just any place. It's the historic Gettysburg battlefield, known as one of the most mysterious spots in the U.S. During the Civil War, over 51,000 soldiers and 5,000 horses met their fate here. Many fell during intense battles, while others couldn't overcome their injuries in nearby camps. In another video, a ghostly see-through figure appeared strolling through the woods, making it clear that Gettysburg might not be the ideal spot to add to your travel plans. Cemetery mystery.
And as you can see behind me here, we have a few gravestones.
And here's why you're advised to stay away from cemeteries at night. A reporter in Saratoga was doing a pre-dawn shot at Green Ridge Cemetery when something unbelievable happened. During her live broadcast, one viewer suddenly screamed, "There's a ghost behind her!" And sure enough, a transparent white figure could be seen passing right behind her. The reporter, completely unaware of what had just been caught on camera, kept going with her report. But the netizens were completely freaked out. People couldn't stop talking about it, calling it a ghost, a trick of the light, or something else. But guys, after seeing that, I'm definitely not visiting a cemetery anytime soon, especially not at night.
And as you can see behind me here, we have a few gravestones.
Flying witch.
Baby.
A guy stepped outside for some fresh air late one night, and when he opened the window, he came face to face with something straight out of a horror movie. He rushed to call his wife, as he couldn't believe his own eyes.
Baby, come on, baby.
A witch was floating in the air right in front of them, wearing a torn gown that gave off the creepiest vibes imaginable. Just when they thought it couldn't get worse, it looked like she was about to charge at them. Upon panicking, they quickly slammed the window shut, and the video cut off abruptly. No one knows what happened next, and I don't think anyone's eager to find out. Emerging spirit. A medical helicopter was rushing an injured person to the hospital one night, and while the crew was filming, something strange appeared on the camera. A light figure shot up into the sky, moving fast. No one saw it at first. It wasn't until they watched the footage later that they noticed the odd shape. They figured it was probably dust from the helicopter. Nothing more. But then they got the news that the person they were trying to save was no more before they even reached the hospital. Now tell me, guys, wasn't that light in the sky actually a spirit? Alton Ghost Mystery. Guys, have you ever thought of how many ghosts our eyes have brushed past without even knowing? Well, no more from now on. A ring bell camera eye caught the vision our eyes couldn't see. Initially, I thought it's just a regular neighbor just strolling by. But as the figure gets closer, something weird happened. It fades into a shadowy, almost ghostly form. Sure, it could be a glitch, but now, every time you spot a neighbor walking by, you might just want to double check and make sure they're not a little more otherworldly than they seem. Caught red-handed. A curious guy decided to test out his new drone by flying it over a cemetery at night, and, well, things didn't go as planned. While the drone was filming, he spotted what looked like a figure sitting near a grave, doing some eerie business. But as the drone got closer, he realized it wasn't just some person, it was a ghost. Yep, totally transparent. As soon as it realized it was being watched, it shot up, ran away, and vanished into the darkness. And now, I don't think he'll be flying drones over cemeteries anytime soon. Spirit on duty. After watching this clip, I'm honestly scared to even drive near woods. One man made a decision that gave him a lifetime shock. While driving through the woods at night, his car suddenly stopped for no reason. Luckily, he had the sense not to get out. But something didn't feel right. His gut instinct was spot on. He managed to capture a white figure crossing the road, something that looked like a witch, and it then vanished into the woods. I'm telling you, this wasn't just your average road encounter. It was something way more eerie. Divine being. Sometimes, life surprises us in the most unexpected ways. A CCTV camera in a quiet neighborhood caught something strange one night. A glowing object zooming across the sky. It wasn't a cloud, and after checking the footage, it definitely wasn't a glitch. What makes it even weirder? The house the camera was watching belonged to an elderly woman who departed in her sleep that very night. Now, the neighbors are talking. Some believe it might have been an angel, or even a spirit keeping watch over her house. Looks like the night had its own mysterious surprise. Dragged by none. Late one night, a guy was walking through his apartment lobby when things took a weird turn. Out of nowhere, he ran into this smoky, almost invisible barrier. It wasn't solid, but it had enough power to stop him dead in his tracks. Before he could even think, the smoky force grabbed his feet and tried to pull him backward. But luckily, he managed to fight it off and break free, running straight to safety. Now tell me, guys, was it some kind of evil spirit? Or maybe a creepy version of the Grim Reaper on a bad day? Chasing shadow. On a quiet, late night, a security camera caught something chilling. A man was walking down an empty street, his steps calm and steady under the dim glow of the streetlights. But he wasn't alone. A ghostly figure, hazy and unsettling, seemed to glide behind him, unnoticed. Honestly, this footage is scary enough to send shivers through anyone brave enough to watch it. Experts soon weighed in, debating whether it was just a camera glitch or something supernatural. So far, no definite answer has surfaced. Naughty ghost. In September 2016, a quiet village tucked deep within the forest faced something straight out of a nightmare. It all began when a boy took a familiar trail through the woods without warning. A ghostly figure emerged, almost as if it had been waiting for him, leaving him frozen in fear. Soon, the unsettling experiences weren't just his. Other villagers began sharing their own spine-chilling encounters with this eerie presence. The once calm and peaceful village quickly became a place of whispers and unease. And honestly, can we blame them? Kitty spooked. This CCTV footage uploaded online went viral, leaving people questioning what could be hiding in their own homes. While on vacation, a couple decided to check in on their cat through the security camera. The cat was visibly freaked out, staring intently at something unseen. When they zoomed in, the camera revealed something entering one of their rooms, grabbing their cat's full attention. Things got even creepier when the door started to move on its own. The camera then shifted to the wall and stayed there until they returned. And now we all know what just happened there. Cats can see spirits, our human eyes can't. So, it's up to you guys to decide what really went down. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This footage will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about reality. It was taken in Honduras during a riverside baptism, where two people were taking part in the sacred ritual. As their loved ones cheered them on, something strange appeared above their heads. At first glance, it could be dismissed as steam rising from the water, but that explanation doesn't quite add up. The river wasn't hot enough for that, and if it was steam, we would see it all over, not just focused above the baptizees. But then, it clearly took on a humanoid form, making me believe that it's a spirit. What are the odds that it's just a coincidence? Something mysterious is definitely going on here. See you next time.